With the release of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden on modern platforms, the majority of the Persona series is easily accessible. But with these releases, rumors of a Persona 3 remake have resurfaced yet again, and it makes sense as to why. Recently, I've been seeing many complaints about why Atlus would decide to port Portable rather than Persona 3 FES, as Persona 3 is the only game that doesn't yet have a definitive edition, as Portable had cut many things from the game due to the smaller file size of the UMD disc for the PSP. Even though many didn't seem to be too optimistic on this news, I honestly can only hope that one day Persona 3 will get a full remake, and I think others do too. The rumors of a Persona 3 remake have been going on for a while, although the reason why people seem to be taking this as more of a truth is because the leaker has a history of being right, as they leaked the Persona would be coming to modern platforms before the Xbox showcase. But I'm not really here to talk about the leaks. Today I'm here to talk about why Persona 3 needs a remake. Whenever the ports of Persona 3 and 4 were announced, I was pretty excited until I realized that it was a port of Persona 3 Portable. So let's talk about Portable. Like I mentioned before, Portable had to cut content due to the UMD discs only being able to hold up to 1.8 gigabytes. Persona 3 Portable met this goal by removing the in-game cutscenes, and before playing it, I didn't think it would have been that great of a deal. Yet, the game doesn't quite make up for the missing cutscenes, as they are replaced with text, which just doesn't set the environment of the game all that well. This game also removes the 3D overworld, and takes more of a visual novel approach, as you won't be roaming around your school to find your clubs, but instead you'll be playing a point-and-flash version of the game. The only times in which you'll be able to move using your character will be inside of Tartarus, and this simply wasn't it for me, as this game just felt very lacking to its PS2 counterpart. And lastly, Portable removes the answer. So, the pros. The only quality of life change that I found to be impactful was the ability to directly control your party members. And definitely the most recognizable change would be the FemC route, which has different social links. But the problem with there being so many versions of Persona 3 out there, and all either adding or discarding elements of the game, there is no definitive way of playing Persona 3. I myself was hoping that the remaster of Portable would be this definitive version of the game, and hope that they would add things such as the 3D overworld as quality of life changes, but they didn't. So all we got was a port of a game with AI upscaling and like 3 changes. But in all honesty, although some might say we need a definitive port of Persona 3, I don't think that would be enough. Persona 3 came out in 2006, and it feels like it. It just feels dated, even with the combination of aspects from Portable and FES. I don't think that'd be enough. The game isn't easy to get into, and even though it's my favorite game, I can admit, it's flawed. Getting into Persona 3 even now isn't that great, especially if you're a new player, and that's not just because of the AI party team. At times, the game's mechanics can be stupid, like the Persona fusion system and how inheriting skills works in this game. In order to get the skills you want on your Persona, you'll need to waste quite a bit of your time. And I would only guess that the answer would also be added into this definitive edition of Persona 3, and that would need a huge rework. The answer isn't all that bad when it comes to its story. I'd say it's pretty good, but actually getting through the answer is just far too tedious. I know people want Persona 6, and so do I, but what I want more than that is a remake of Persona 3. But even a remake will spark its own problems, like when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and I saw lots of discourse over the topic as the game seemed to be taking a different direction than the original game. If Persona 3 ever gets a remake, I doubt everything will stay the same. But it'd be nice to see a remake of Persona 3 with Persona 5 mechanics like the interrogation system, as I felt it to be better than the shuffle time and quality of life changes. So hopefully we get to see a remake of this game one day, and even if these current rumors are fake, which they most likely are, I hope that Atlus listens to the community. as of May 2002, they've asked, if remake of a game with new elements, added and improved visuals, and controls, etc. of past Atlas games were released, would you want to play them? If you would want to play, please select the platform you would want to play on. According to Persona Central, this was a worldwide Q&A, and the result of the poll showed number 1 being Persona 3 and Persona 2. So maybe, if not now, we'll likely be seeing a remaster of Persona 3 in the future. So before signing off, thanks for watching, consider subscribing. Alright, bye.